Hello and welcome to the channel. Now my VW Golf GTE is just over 7 years old and I've had an error message pop up on the dashboard saying 12-volt battery failure, unable to restart. So in this video I'm going to start looking at the battery and the system and just see what kind of condition that battery's in and replace it if it needs it. So the battery is located in the boot underneath the shelf here. We've got a cover with 9 bolts securing it down. So we're going to take these off and the battery should be just underneath. So just give me a bit more access. We can take out this foam infill and then we can access the 10mm nuts much easier. Putting my multimeter across the terminals is giving me 12.5 volts. So a little bit lower than optimal, but not disastrous. So what I might do is just take the terminals off and give them a good clean. Although we've got this cover here in the boot, the battery itself is sitting in a tray and it's open to the elements down there, which is why there's just so much gunk on it. So I think these terminals could certainly do with a good clean. The other thing I'm going to try is under this cover is a 200 amp fuse. I'm going to pop that off as well. The terminals themselves are also a 10mm nut. Now, by disconnecting the battery, I'm probably going to end up with a load of error messages coming up, which I will have to clear later. I'm going to clean it up with some wire wool. You can see they really are quite dirty. So now it's all been cleaned up, we can see that it's a Varta battery, 12 volt, and got the reference number there, so we can get that replaced if need be. Terminals are all clean, so I'm going to put a little bit of grease on each of them. I've cleaned up inside of the connectors as well, so I'll put it back together again. Now it's measuring 12.5. As I said, it's not optimal. I think a new battery would be 12.6, I think, and if it gets down to 12 then it's pretty much dead. So it's not optimal, but it's still got some life in it, I believe. So this fuse is held in with a couple of 8mm nuts. And there it is. So again, I think a good clean up. It looks okay inside. It's quite difficult to see. There's no access into it, but you can just see through this clear cover. Now, I don't know if you heard that little pop just there as I reattached the battery, but that was the 200 amp fuse blowing. Now, on short notice, the only replacement fuse I could find was 175 amps at my local Motor Factors, so I bought and fitted that just to keep me on the road. However, now I have got the correct 200 amp fuse, which I'm now going to fit. Now, if you interrupt that 12 volt supply, you will get a lot of error messages appearing on the dashboard. However, if you do have a spare 12 volt battery, there are a couple of points underneath the bonnet that you can connect up to, and that will keep the system running whilst you're working on your own battery or fuse in the rear. In our fuse box, we can attach the positive here, and there's a point at the back here we can attach the negative to. Back in the car, once you have disconnected that 12 volt supply, you will get a number of error messages popping up. Now, on the whole, these should clear themselves after just a very short initial drive. There you go, and after a short drive, just literally up and down my driveway, all of those error messages have cleared. However, what I have also done, as just a bit of a backup, is I ordered myself an OBD11 reader. Now that plugs in underneath the dashboard adjacent to the driver's side door. And once you connect the unit to an app on your phone, it'll run through a series of scans, checking various different things in the car. And as you'll see, mine has come up clear as the dashboard showed, which is good news. So it could be that the whole error message and panic that I went through was all because of a fuse. Now that fuse did cost £20, so it's certainly not a cheap fuse, but it's a lot cheaper than taking it to a garage to get diagnosed, and certainly a lot cheaper than a battery. Now my battery is 7 years old. It's still got a reasonable amount of voltage in it. I'll maintain that for now, but I'll keep an eye on it because at some point soon that will need replacing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful. Please do like, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.